Hello and welcome to Web3 TV. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we're at the FastBull Finance Summit 2025 held here in Dubai. And joining me right now is Paul Chalmers, CEO of the UK Trading Academy. So thank you so much for joining me.
It's a pleasure to be here at this FastBull arena. It's fantastic.
How's the day been so far?
Very, very good. I've been able to catch up with some old friends in the industry. The industry is quite incestuous, so it's surprising. You think it's huge, but the number of people who know each other is quite incredible. It becomes down to a small number of people in the end, but it's great. Enjoying being here.
And you're the CEO of the UK Trading Academy. So can you tell me a little bit more about the Academy and what your mission is?
Yes, certainly. UK Trading Academy was set up in 2010. I set that up. And what I wanted to do was to be able to allow people to learn how to trade properly. There's so many things out in the marketplace now that is just regurgitated from somebody else. And what I wanted to do was to give people the correct information, the correct training to allow them to be successful trading the markets.
Is that what it takes? Isn't it a little bit about luck too when it comes to trading?
No.
Or is the skill
Not
the
really.
most important?
It's skill. Yeah, it's not luck at all. Luck is when you go to a roulette table and place it on red and black. We like to hedge our trades so that we know we've got a very good chance of winning.
And the UK Trading Academy, is it for currency trading or is it also for gold and crypto and other
it's for FX, but also for asset and for indices as well, and also commodities. So it covers the full range of assets.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And when it comes to trading today, I mean, today's market is very uncertain and
Yes.
volatile. What advice would you have for traders?
Okay, I think during volatile periods, there's a great chance for making money because the more the market moves, if you're in the right direction, the more money you're going to make. But it also comes with great risk. You know, there's great risk in trading Bitcoin because it's so volatile. You know, it's like throwing a pebble into a pond rather than into the Atlantic Ocean. So you get a lot of waves instead of a tiny little ripple. So volatile markets, you have to be very careful. But so long as you've got a strategy which covers movements and especially volatility, markets tend to go in one direction quite a long way, just like gold has been going up and up. You wouldn't be selling gold now, you'd be buying gold for a while. But so long as your strategy is capable of covering volatile markets, then you're covered. If not, I would suggest that junior traders with not a lot of experience, just stay out of it a little bit until it calms down.
Okay, that's good advice.
Yeah.
And you'll be speaking tomorrow and you'll be on stage
Yes, I
and
am.
you'll be talking about how to make the winning trade.
Yes.
So
Yeah, the art
can
of
you tell us a
mastering
little,
winning trades.
Yeah, the art of mastering winning trades.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little
Yes, certainly.
key
What
trend
this,
about that?
yeah, certainly. What this is about is trying to explain to people how they would start from a strategy and how they would build that strategy up to being successful. Because a lot of people, especially out in the educational sector, people get taught a lot of things which are wrong. And what we need to do is start changing that around so that people understand how to build a winning strategy, because there's a number of facets to it. And it's to do with correct backtesting, it's to do with risk management, money management, and actually making sure that you know what your strategies, I know this sounds a bit unusual, but if you do it correctly, you actually know what your strategy is going to achieve before you start trading it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what are the most common mistakes that traders make?
Money management.
Okay.
When I'm up on stage, the one thing I ask is, put your hands up who has lost all their accounts, you know, who's blown their accounts. Most people put their hand up. Now,
Has it happened to you?
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. I'm one of the few that it hasn't happened to, most probably. But the main reason for that is people not understanding the strategy that they're using. They buy a strategy for $97 on the internet and it tells you you're going to take £100 to $1 million in a month. It's a load of rubbish. You need to know your strategy inside out. You need to have backtested it correctly. And you need to apply the correct money management so that when it has a little downturn, you are comfortable with the downturn. That's what I'm talking about, knowing your strategy and knowing if you have tested it correctly, you understand what it's going to do. And if you understand what it's going to do, it's great when the purple patches come and you win, win, win. But it also allows you from a psychology point of view, which is the other big thing which a lot of traders get a problem with. And they crumble when they're in a trade, when they start to see it losing. But that means the psychology helps because you know what's going to happen. You know you could have 5 trades in a row losing. So if you have 4, well, don't not place the next trade. Because a lot of people lose, and they say, right, I'm not going to do it anymore. And then the next trade that they would have taken won everything back. And so it's all about that psychology. That's a big thing within the industry. And within our master's degree, because we're one of the few companies in the world that provide masters in financial trading, psychology is a huge area of that examination and that learning.
And especially when it comes to trading money and not panicking when things go completely
exactly. That's
wrong
what it is. And that's why I said to you, knowing your strategy makes a huge difference.
No, it does.
It's
and
incredible.
Now the UK Trading Academy is based in the UK. Do you have any plans to expand?
Yes, we are currently working with 2 educators in the UAE at the moment.
Wow.
And looking to expand into the UAE within the next 9 months.
Okay, so traders here can also learn.
They can learn and access
the academy to become a better trader. And when you just look at the Dubai or the UAE as a market, what's your outlook when it comes to the financial market here?
I think that the UAE and the Middle East basically are increasing, and you're going to see the financial markets in the UAE grow. Not just the markets themselves, but the infrastructure that is here to be able to grow those markets successfully. And I'm seeing a lot of that infrastructure being put in place at the moment. So I think in the Middle East, it's going to be a very, very large area for trading in the future.
It's very interesting, Mark. It's evolving very fast.
Very interesting, yes.
Well, I know that Jim Rogers is going to be taking stage any second now. So I want to say thank you so much for your time. And it was a pleasure speaking with you.
And you. And I'm on stage then tomorrow.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to hear about mastering the art of a winning trade, make sure to come down tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's all that we have for now. My name is Lisa Amnegard, and you're watching Web3 TV.